What was life like in 1941? Let's get an idea by looking at this old movie radio guide and getting a feel for how do we relate to these stories. And how about the ads? They can tell us a lot about what's going on. Is it something you'd see today? Is it something that would totally be out of place? Do you think you should buy these things? Let's dig in right now. So this is Ugly Fat Now Lost. So in my house, we don't say the word fat. I try not to say it because it could accidentally come out at the wrong time. So we just say, let's just not say the word. And that way, we all break the rules once in a while with it. And it comes out like, does that meat have fat on it? But it's just a thing that we do to help avoid accidentally somebody blurting it out and it being hurtful. So whatever. So I'm going to read the article name. Forgive me. Ugly Fat Now Lost. And I think it fits here, right? I don't know. Without strict diet lists, exercising, or taking drugs. I like this so far. Okay, guys. Let's see if we can find the solution in 1941 here. If you want to take off ugly fat, I mean, first off, it's already starting off a little biased here with ugly fat because it's like body shaming. I mean, it's like if you want to take it's one thing if you talk about yourself. When someone else is like the newspaper is saying this is ugly fat. I don't know about this. I'm not so sure. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Be gentle. Okay, look better and gain energy at the same time. Now this is a little bit more positive. We all want to look better. We all want to gain energy and that sounds good. So I like that part. It's like goes from like it's like we're going to shame you and then it's like, "Oh, you can be better and this is going to be it's like positive." And there's Ellie in the background. Without following strict diet lists or taking strenuous exercises or drugs, do this. So, strict diets, I do not like strict diets, okay? If the strict diet is like Atkins and it's like you can eat meat and beef bacon all day, then maybe I can handle those strict diet lists. But otherwise, the strict diet list, I'm like, oh gosh, this is like, I don't like organizing. And so the idea of having to organize things into lists and being hungry doing it, it just does not appeal to me. Okay, we're taking strenuous exercises or drugs. Do this first. Okay, you guys writing this down? Mix 3/4 glass of Welch's grape juice. I have Welch's grape juice. Around. It's still around. You can find it at the store. I I don't know if it has to be Welch's. Why does it have to be Welch's? With 1/4 glass of water and drink before meals and at bedtime. I think a lot of people back then were drinking a wine before bedtime. Okay, but you drank it before meals and bedtime. That's pretty easy. We can do this. Can we do this, America? Okay, and around the world? Second, eat sensibly, which means you avoid overeating, thus reducing caloric intake considerably. All right, this part, number one, eating the grape juice, I could do drinking the grape juice, I could do this. The eating sensibly part, like I feel like then you don't need number one. Okay, because if you just eat sensibly, you don't really need number one. And it's almost like number one gets you to the article, and number two is like, that's what I have to do. You don't suffer a hungry moment yet. This method, which Dr. Damrau of New York demonstrated in tests among a group of intelligent and cooperative people who followed directions implicitly was responsible for an average loss of 8 pounds, 7 pounds, I'm going up here, per month. So I think it's interesting here. They're intelligent people who follow directions, and you think to yourself, well, I'm also an intelligent person. I also can be cooperative. This must be speaking to someone like me. This isn't for these know nothings. This is for people, classy folks like us. So it's good copywriting. We're kind of learning copywriting from the 40s here. Uh, I can relate to this, but implicitly, following directions, I'm not so sure. All of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know if I relate to this one. This remarkable method is just as beneficial and effective for overweight men as it is for overweight women. Okay, so everyone in the audience here, you're either, you can relate to this. You're either smart, you're a woman, you're a man, you can relate to these things. And so you think, this is going to be for me. There's only one thing to watch. Eat sensibly, which means you avoid overeating and be sure to use Welch's grape juice. selected by Dr. Damrau in his convincing test. Now, I had heard about Welch's that they were behind, and don't quote me, some of the things with abstinence movement and things like that. And so it seems like there's also this mission to get off of alcohol and to stop overeating by Welch's, selected by Dr. Damrau in his convincing test. It's always full strength. Okay, so the other grape juices were maybe watered down. Could you even get grape juices? Do you know, were grape juice really common? I mean, a lot of people would think of wine back in the day. Was grape juice something in the 40s that was just really easy to get? Does anybody here know? Can you let me know in the comments? I mean, I did see in the 50s I Love Lucy making wine, but I don't know if that's the same thing. It can be diluted and still taste delicious, making it economical to use. In my house, we always water down the juice. Do you guys do that too? I can't take it straight. So maybe I should do this and I will lose all this weight. Try delicious Welch's grapealade. How do you say grape? Okay, lemonade, grapealade. New jelly-like jam and tangy deliciousness, made from fruity parts of finest Concord grapes. Okay, so this is something very, very fancy. Ideal spread for crackers or bread. Rich in food energy and children love it. I think we're just being led to another product here. Okay, and then this is what was happening then tonight. And it has the Good Housekeeping sticker here. So we know that this is great and it's approved and it's wholesome. And this is Irene Rich. I'm not sure I know her. Do you guys know her? Lovely star of screen and radio now. Past 40, weighs the same as she did at 16. She recommends the easy Welch's way to reduce. Okay, I'd like to try just doing the grape juice and not eating sensibly for a week and see if that works. Anybody want to do it with me? I think we'll all have sugar highs. What do you think? Thank you guys for joining me. I have so much fun with nostalgia. We're going to go back in time together and see, does this apply to us? And just have fun and learn, because the best thing to learn is to throw ourselves back into that time. Instead of a history book, getting a feeling of what it was like during that time is really like the sociology of it. And I love it. And I love being with you guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in.